CoastLife, we've been seeing those freezing temperatures over the last couple of days, and what better time to remind you for a little bit of house maintenance in that area. Joining us on the CoastLife couch is Will Cook with Paul Davis Restoration, the emergency response coordinator. So last week, Will, we talked to you about those wild windstorms that were coming through, and we talked a little bit about that emergency response unit that you guys have in place. It's an awesome program that you have that really keeps people safe and calm, I think, in the event of an emergency. But we also like to take those preventative steps and keeping emergencies from happening in the first place. So the time of year, we're seeing freezing temperatures. What can people do to avoid those frozen pipes, and what kind of problems arise if you don't take care of those steps?
So basically, busted pipes, water is the third most costly event in our homes year to year. Wow. With that being said, with the freezing temperatures, make sure your foundation vents are closed, pipes are insulated that are exposed to the outside. Water, obviously shut off, faucets outside are shut off. And just keep the house above 55 degrees, so that way it doesn't get too cold in the house to freeze your pipes inside. But most of all, if you have a flood, call Paul Davis.
Yes, definitely.
Because with a busted pipe under your house, you have, it's going to get your insulation wet, your subfloor underneath. So it can really, something small can turn into something really catastrophic and major if it's not taken care of.
Definitely. And I actually saw something on social media the other day about someone taking a dog for a walk, and they saw their neighbor's house flooding. It was obvious that it was a busted pipe. Hopefully that never happens on Delmarva, but if that does happen, who do they call? Did they call the fire department, or if it's your own house and you notice there's flooding, who do you call for help?
You can honestly call Paul Davis.
Oh, great.
Know where your water shutoff is. We'll get out there right away for you. And once we get out there, if you don't know where the shutoff is, we'll shut the water off for you. And then, we do everything from cleaning up, drying, and then putting the house back together like you never even had the incident happen.
Oh, that already gives me peace of mind.
What a relief, because otherwise you're like, all right, I got to call this person to shut the water off, then I got to call this person to do this step, and then this person to clean, and this person. So it's sort of that one-stop shop.
Yeah, that's the one great thing with Paul Davis is it's one call, and we take care of everything for you just with that one call. We do it all for you.
And what if, you don't notice during the day, but you wake up middle of the night, house is flooding. Do they call you in the middle of the night?
Yes, you can call us 24/7 in the middle of the night. We have a 24/7 hotline to call, and somebody answers, and we'll literally be out to you no matter what time of day it is, day or night.
I knew I liked you guys. That's amazing, because I was just telling you before we started rolling, I'm like, I don't know where, you said something about outdoor vents, I don't know. Outdoor faucets? I don't know.
Clearly, Paige and I have a little bit of prep work and homework to do ourselves when we get home today. I know, but even you're talking about just the layers of damage that water can do. And I mean, even in my own home, we just noticed a little bit of water damage in the bathroom. And you're thinking, okay, by the time you notice it on the surface level, it's already done damage a few layers deep.
Right.
A lot of the time. So
yeah, and a lot of times the bathroom is a common place for that, honestly. And then, once you have that little drip underneath the faucet and, the cabinet, that turns into growth and mold and stuff that, Paul Davis also does, that we can come out and inspect that and then, remediate that and take care of that for you and make sure that it's not a health concern as well.
That's amazing that you can just, like Leah said, kind of one-stop shop. You don't have to get all these different quotes from people to inspect mold and redo your kitchen and stop the flooding. It's just one call, and it's local. It's people that live in your neighborhood and people that you can trust. So that's going to bring a lot of families peace of mind. Yeah,
and the nice thing with us is you're not just getting anybody. All of our guys are actually certified state and federal levels. To handle all these tragedies and, respond to your emergency and take care of you the way it needs to be taken care of.
That's true. Paul Davis Restoration, you guys meet people in some of the worst moments of their lives and worst times in their day, whether it becomes a financial issue or just the stress of dealing with these emergencies. You guys really are there to take care of your customers. It's sort of at the forefront of everything that you do.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for everything that you do.
Yes, thanks for coming in.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Coming up next, though, on CoastLife, we know we've got your house covered. We have some tips on keeping your pets warm in these colder temperatures as well, so stay right there.